forgot.
What's up, y'all? I'm J.Max. Welcome back to my channel. This is J.Max Reax, and tonight I'm doing suggested videos, and y'all had a lot of them. Shout out to that. Tonight I'm gonna be watching Go Singing Jennifer Lopez's Stolen Vocals. This was the suggested video. I absolutely love watching music videos or like videos on the back end of music, from songwriting to background vocals, credits, all of that. I'm like that nerd when it comes to music and the music industry. So I love these types of suggestions. Y'all keep them coming. Let's see what happens in this one, or what they talk about.
Sorry everybody, I'm sorry everybody. That hurt me too. That sounded so fucking crazy.
Jennifer Lopez is a singer, dancer, and actress who rose to fame after her first leading role in the 1997 Selena biopic, where she lip-synced all of Selena's vocals. Jennifer received a Golden Globe nomination and became the first Latin actress to earn over $1 million for a film. Her musical career also began to take off as she released her debut Latin pop album on the 6th in June of 1999. The album, fueled by the success of her hit single If You Had My Love, went platinum within 2 weeks. Jennifer's success comes from Selena's death and ripping off other artists.
Ooh.
But did you know that Jennifer Lopez was secretly pulling a Milli Vanilli? Over the course of Jennifer's career, she has stolen the vocals of other artists and passed them off as if they were her own. Here's some of the songs stolen by J.Lo. After reaching superstardom from starring in the Selena biopic, J.Lo made her musical debut with the song If You Had My Love from her debut album on the 6th. The song was instantly a hit, going #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, and the album was heavily produced by her then boyfriend Puff Daddy. That song was written by Roddy Jerkins, aka Dark Child, who's known for writing a lot of the top hits in the late 90s and early 2000s. But get this, Roddy had already written an almost identical song for Shantae Moore called If I Gave Love. Diddy heard Roddy's song for Shantae and asked him to rewrite something similar for Jennifer. Jenny's song also features vocals from an unknown singer.
This happens a lot, y'all. It happens a lot.
Technically, Diddy stole the song for J.Lo, but look, just stick around for the rest of the video and I'll tell you more. Her second single, Waiting for Tonight, was a cover of a dance pop group named Third Party. But she hated the song, saying that she never wanted to hear the song again. She eventually recorded her own version of the song and kept the backing vocals from the group's version. It's not out of the ordinary for artists to cover songs or use backup singers, but Jennifer started taking Go Singing too far. The third single, Feelin' So Good, featuring Nas and Big Pun, features chorus vocals from an unknown singer. As the 2000s approached, Jennifer started becoming more of a sex symbol and became the it Latina girl on the scene as she released her second album titled J.Lo. The second single, Play, was co-written by a young Christina Milian at the time, and Jennifer would keep her demo vocals on the final version. Ja Rule and Ashanti were frequent collaborators in the early 2000s, but after J.Lo's album sales started declining, Tommy Mottola went to Murder Inc. to redefine her sound to make it more urban. That's when Irv Gotti started using Jennifer for collaborations with Ja. The Murder Inc. remix for I'm Real was written by Ashanti, and her vocals from the reference track were also used in the song.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I heard that. But I mean, I referenced the record for her, which is, you know, done a lot in the music industry.
Right.
And then left my background vocals on it.
The song also faced backlash because of Jennifer's use of the N-word. Another artist that was ripped off was Mariah Carey. Irv Gotti admitted that Tommy Mottola was trying to sabotage his ex-wife Mariah's career.
Can I give you the story of Unreal? Unreal was so crazy. And I'm gonna throw Tommy into the bus. It's all right. I'm talking about Tommy Mottola. Yeah, got it. And he calls me because he found out me and Rue made a record with Mariah Carey. And at the time, he hated Mariah Carey. So he was pumping Jennifer Lopez to compete. So he calls me 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what's up, Tom? What the he says, Irv, I need you to do me a favor. I said, what's up? I need you to make a record with J-Lo, but I want you to put Ja Rule on it and make it a duet kind of a record. So immediately when he says that, I'm like, this. He knows we just did this shit with Mariah, which was a duety record, and he's trying to Mariah. Then I went into the creative part. I said, look, man, I want total creative control. I don't want you telling me what to make. If I got to do a record with J-Lo, I want to do it however I want to do it. He says, I don't give a what you do as long as it's a duet with Ja. I said, cool. We literally made Unreal in 10 minutes.
Was it your idea to make her say the N-word on that track? Remember when that happened?
Who wrote it?
This wasn't the first time Tommy Mottola messed with a song from Mariah to J-Lo's benefit. A sample Mariah intended on using for a song of her own was also acquired for the original version of Jennifer's I'm Real within a month of her request. Mariah Carey had found the 1978 Yellow Magic Orchestra Firecracker sample and recorded it on her soundtrack as Loverboy. Ripped off Mariah's plan for her song Loverboy, so she replaced it with a sample from the cameo song Candy. Another track called If We was a song where her and Ja Rule recorded a duet. The movie Glitter was a Sony Pictures release, which is a sister company of Sony Music, who was headed by Tommy Mottola. Tommy was viewing footage of Glitter while his ex-wife Mariah was shooting it.
Tomorrow, when interviewer Vanessa Gregoriadis, who originally spoke with Mariah for Allure, told Carey she'd recently interviewed Lopez, Carey said, quote, I bet it was really intellectually stimulating. I bet you could just see the depth in her eyes. She was so soulful.
Whoa.
I really didn't like hearing Jennifer Lopez's name. It wasn't somebody she wanted to talk about.
Mariah, who calls herself Supergirl, says she often sleeps just 3 hours a night. When told Lopez claimed to get 8, Mariah said, quote, if I had the luxury of not actually having to sing my own songs, I'd do that too.
Certainly, she doesn't have a lot of respect for
Oh.
her as a singer.
Gregoriadis says Mariah's attitude toward Lopez stems from her belief that part of the melody in Jennifer's hit I'm Real comes from Mariah's own song Loverboy. Though the music actually comes from a song recorded in the 70s, Mariah still thinks something's fishy.
This didn't make any sense to her. How did a melody that she had locked down over the summer, last summer, suddenly appear on Jennifer Lopez's album? This was something that really bothered her.
Mariah also aims her anger at ex-husband Tommy Mottola, head of Sony Music, for which Lopez records. She alleges that Lopez is so under his wing that he even groomed her to look like his ex-wife.
She is so completely driven by the idea that she wants to remain on top without Tommy that, you know, that may have actually been her undoing.
And oh yeah, the original version of I'm Real also features vocals from an unknown singer. The third single, Ain't It Funny, also remixed by Murder Inc., allowing her to cross over from pop to R&B. Ashanti wrote the verses and recorded the demo for Irv Gotti and Jennifer. Jennifer again pretended to be singing over Ashanti's vocals. And another single titled, I'm Gonna Be Alright, features vocals, you guessed it, that don't belong to her. Jennifer released her third album titled This Is Me Then, and the album opened strong with its lead-in single, Jenny from the Block. A number of songs on the album were demoed by a singer named Natasha Ramos, whose voice sounds similar to J-Lo's, but she actually had real vocal ability. Jennifer would use her voice, and her vocals can be heard on most of the songs on that album.
Y'all, this shit happens a lot in the music industry.
In 2004, Jennifer began working on her music for her forthcoming album, Rebirth. Her label mate A. Marie was also working on her own album and wrote and recorded a song titled One Thing. A. Marie struggled to put the song out because her and Jennifer's label, Columbia Records, rejected it. When Jennifer Lopez expressed her interest in using the song for her album, A. Marie and her producer, Rich Harrison, leaked it to the radio stations to get ahead. Columbia tried to have the radio stations remove the song in hopes that it would be given to J-Lo, but it was too late. One Thing was already becoming a hit.
I couldn't imagine no one else singing that song. Like, she just killed that, so.
Jennifer wanted Rich Harrison to create a song for her that was similar. That's how she ended up with the leftover song from Usher that didn't make his Confessions album, titled Ride, and Rich reworked the song for her.
I like this right here. It's that joint right here, man.
Usher was pissed and demanded royalties, saying, I hate it, and I better be getting some publishing rights. The other song on the album titled Ride or Die was written by Brandy for her 2004 album Aphrodisiac, but it never made the album. The track was given to Jennifer, who, of course, kept Brandy's vocals. Jennifer is now judging people's vocals on American Idol, and we can go on and on about J-Lo's use of ghost singers. But let's be honest,
You could, because I know
she's not a
one.
good singer, so I can't blame her. Thank you for tuning in to Black Femininity TV. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Check out our adult coloring book on Amazon, and check out our website in the link below.
Yikes. Okay, y'all. Alright, I'm gonna stop it there. So that was a really, really good one. And I'm actually subscribed to Black Femininity TV, as well as like there's a channel called Honest, and I think King Ali Talks. They do a lot of documentaries. Impressive does a lot of documentaries like this as well, where they just talk about like the hidden gems and things that we don't know about the music industry. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I am a huge music nut when it comes to like the back end of writing songs and stuff like that. I love songwriters more than I like artists and producers. So I was that nerd when I was in high school, because too many songs begin to sound like, you'd be like, wait a minute, that sounds like, this sounds like, that sounds like, and you're like, something ain't adding up. But when you look at the credits, a lot of these people probably, I don't know how her camp did it back in the day. It looks like some shady dealings, like maybe she was not crediting these people as background vocalists or even as writers, because aside from any other like shady practice. I couldn't see people getting mad about it. Like, you know, if you're in the background of a song and you credit it as a backing vocalist, then cool. You know what I mean? That happens a lot. A song that they missed in there though that I love and it sounds different. She has a song called Wrong When You're Gone. And that song was written by Carrie Hilson in The Clutch. Carrie Hilson's vocals are still on the song, very much adamantly on the song. You can find Carrie's demo, you can hear Jennifer's own version, but Carrie is still all up and down through that song. But again, Carrie was credited as a writer, so I don't think anybody's mad about that one. But like producers reworking songs to sound the same with the same production style, just like Wrong When You're Gone. There's another demo by Carrie called Hold On. They are literally like the same track, just rewritten in a different way. But like, again, the nerd in me when it comes to this kind of thing with the music industry, I could go on and on and on and on for days. I'm sorry, I'm getting a text message. Let me get that out the way. I'm going on, but this was interesting. I never really cared for J.Lo's music as, you know, a person. My mom listened to her a lot when I was a kid. I just never cared to listen to her music. I don't. Aside from the big hits that we all just know because they were all over the place. You know, if you were 6, 7 like I was in the late 90s, you know, I never listened to it. But this is a practice. It happens a lot. I think, you know, we've been seeing a lot of people like Talk to Pops on Instagram who have been kind of bringing us back these nostalgic moments, but also educating us on like the writers and the background vocalists. So like Tank was killing it as background vocalist back in the day. Macy Gray did a lot of BVs, as well as like I said, Carrie did BVs for everybody, like Sierra, Toni Braxton. Her pen game was sick. I hate that we don't discuss her more. Y'all know I'm a fan. Let's see who else. Hell, even Sierra was a writer before she became an artist. That's just how it goes for a lot of people. Esther Dean. If y'all don't know who Esther Dean is as a force behind the music industry, crazy. I went to high school in I went from 06 to 11 when The Dream was popping, and you knew when The Dream wrote a song. It didn't matter who sung it, you knew that he wrote it. Same with Dean, same with Priscilla Renee, who we now know as Money Long. I knew when she wrote records, I just did. Crystal, Kalina from Dirty Money and Love and Hip Hop. She had a distinctive writing style that I always could recognize and pick up. James fucking Fauntleroy, y'all. I could go on and on and on and on and on for days. I'm a music nut. So I like this kind of stuff. I watch this kind of stuff on my own time. If y'all want to see more like this, let me know. We can watch some documentaries together. I'm for it. Either way, let me know what you thought about this. These shady dealings that they have going on. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time. Peace.